to this computer. So thank you all for joining me today. And this recording is for you. Yay! So we're going to have a strap and blocks handy, and we're starting out in our centering practice. So I've got this bender ball. Grab whatever you need, tuck it under that tailbone to help roll that pelvic bowl forward and find your meditative state. So we do this to transition from conversations, activities, and focuses that were before practice, and it helps us to come into practice. The first thing I like to do is to feel my body sitting on the mat, to rise up through the crown of my head, to align my ears, shoulders, hips, and find my breath, to rest my hands, and to intentionally be right here, right now. I like Ujjayi breath, making the sound at the back of the throat, inhaling and exhaling through the nostrils. I like to close my eyes. It helps me to be less distracted, but some people find having their eyes open or staring helps them be less distracted. What helps you? After a few breaths, you might feel just a subtle shift in the body as you inhale awareness and exhale out the tension, the holding, the distractions. And then on your next inhale, bring your hands into a prayer mudra and let your attention float up to the two hemispheres of your mind. And here we invite in integration that allows space for us to sit at the seat of our observer, the witness. And here you can witness or notice or observe the thoughts that come and go without attaching, without going down a rabbit hole, inviting in presence, and then taking that presence, that observer view, and just rescanning your body to notice any areas that are still tight, that are still tense, maybe something that needs a little adjustment. Take a few breaths here, present in the mind and present in the body. And bringing in our last center, layer your hands across your heart. Invite yourself to come home to this connection with yourself. Taking the awareness a little bit deeper, not only noticing the physical body and how the mind gets distracted, but taking that observer to notice what is underneath the hands, what is inside of us at the center of our being, connecting to the divine spark, to the soul, to the essence of who you are. And then from the seat of the observer, notice what you need a little encouragement with today. And make a mantra around that so that it acts as encouragement, like a little cheerleader for yourself in the form of words. I am, I allow, I make space for. What if I had? How do I have? How will I have? Are some suggestions. And after you say your mantra a couple times to yourself, just notice, do you believe it? Can you accept it? Does it land? And if it doesn't, just shift up the words, but keep the idea. And when you feel complete, come on out and grab your strap and sit with your legs extended long and the strap around the bottom of your feet. And wrap that strap taut so that the heels push out, the toes draw to you, the back of the knees relax, but you feel a big stretch there. And you lift the crown of your head as you drop your shoulders to create a 90-degree angle at your hip crease. The heart comes forward, the shoulders drop down, the elbows get heavy, and just give a slight little tug, nice tug on your strap, and just feel that stretch in the back of your legs. Keep pulling your toes towards you. Push out with the heels and bring that stretch from your hips all the way to your heels through the calves. Start to slowly hinge, keeping the crown tall, wounding down on the strap, bringing the heart a little more forward, but keeping the head lifted. And deepen that stretch in the back of your legs. Keep lifting through the crown of the head, dropping the shoulders, and bring a little smile to your face. Say your mantra. Engage your core and release to sit back up. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. And then using the strap, draw your heels as close to you as is comfortable. And you can flutter your knees here. If you have the space, you can not flutter and just press the knees down into the mat, bringing the heart forward, the head upward, the shoulders down. If you have the space and the strap isn't needed, you can place your peace fingers around your big toes. Think about elongating your neck and keeping your face nice and soft. Find a drishti to stare upon in front of you and say your mantra again. Release that pose and bring your feet into a comfortable position, the strap above your head. Adjust the length of the strap, reset your sitting bones. Keep the strap over your head and pull out with the strap, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Feel your upper back activate across your chest. Keep dropping the shoulders, keep lifting the crown and pull. On your next exhale, drop that strap behind you and pull out. Same thing, just a little lower. And breathe. And breathe. Keep relaxing the shoulders. Notice if they creep up into your ears. Keep lifting the chest to keep that nice little curve in your low back. Ears stacked over shoulders, shoulders stacked over hips. And then slowly release the strap. Just set it off to the side. And take your legs out wide. And so where you start might be different from where I start, but make your goal to try and work to someday being on your mat. Reset the sitting bones. Poke the hip crease to remind yourself, and then place your hands on the floor or on a stack of blocks. Hinge forward. Press out with the heels, pull the toes towards you. Get longer through your crown. And find your edge. You might come down to forearms on the block. You might have your hands on the floor, walking out into a devotional stretch. So find your yoga, yogi's choice. Keep the shoulders out of the ears and whisper your mantra to Mama Earth. Feel the stretch from hip to heel and separate all 10 toes to bring a stretch in between those toes to widen the ball of the foot, to lengthen the toes, to find space between them, which helps with balance. And see if you can take an inhale and stretch a little more, and take an exhale and soften a little more. Come into the pose and what yoga is all about, a surrender into our edge, learning something about ourselves. And then engage the core, walk the hands back towards you and behind you. Pinky tips walk towards one another. Heart lifts, crown lifts. Keep the stretch on the legs. And now open up the chest. While we're stretching across the chest, point and flex your feet. And find a stretch in the calf and then the shin, in the top of the foot, and in the bottom of the foot. Come to still. Walk your hands on the side of you to help keep your body up straight. And then ignite your core and lift your left leg and bring it in front of you. Then lift your right leg and do the same. Then bend your right leg and bring your foot to the floor. And then drop your right knee to the floor and pick it up. So this is a new rotation I was playing with yesterday at the hip crease. So do the best that you can. I'm leaning over to the left, and maybe you are too. The goal is to sit up straight or even have the hands lifted as you do this. So lots of spaces to go. Let's do a couple more. And then drop that knee down and bring that heel as close as you can to your hip. And just see if you can get a nice stretch in that quad. If this is a lot for you, you're going to stay here. If it's too much for you, you're going to take a block, put it under the right hip. That's going to lift you up a little. If it's not any stretch at all, you're going to lean back, find your elbows, and give that quad, that knee a nice stretch. Breathe in and out and say your mantra. And then make your way out. And let's do the other side. Straighten that right leg. Bring that left foot to the mat with a bent knee. Lean over onto the right hand and drop and lift and rotate at that hip crease. And just find your edge here, what feels good. Modify, modify. If it doesn't, you can lean drastically over to the right. And do one more. And then bring that heel as best you can. Take time to add the props that you need to find your pose. Your knee can be way out. That might be easier. We're working towards a half hero's pose. And then find your edge, find your stretch. Take your attention in and down to your body. Notice where you're causing resistance and relax, honoring the edge that is appropriate for you. So, not doing too much, not doing too little. Breathe and breathe. When you're ready, slowly come out. Grab that strap again. Turn lengthwise on your mat. Bring that strap underneath the bottoms of your feet. Extend your legs long. Lift up through the crown, keeping taut on the strap. Round your back. Drop your chin. Let your legs lift up and your head go down, coming into legs up against the wall. Take time to land the hips, to land the shoulders, to land the back of the head, then taunt up that strap. Same little stretch we did. Seated, now we're doing it on our backs. Heels up, toes wide, shoulders out of the ears. Feel the stretch. Turn the bottoms of the feet together, pull the strap towards you, come in to cobbler pose. And if you have the space, you can grab your big toes, keep a hold of the strap, and just let the knees splay out, stretching the inner thighs, the inside of the hips. Press your low back into the mat. And if you want to work your core, lift your chest, keeping the throat open. Breathe. Exhale down. Inhale those feet back up to the ceiling. Slide your right foot out with bent knee. Rest your foot on the floor. Take the strap into your left hand and splay out your left leg, your right knee, your right arm. Turn to look over that right arm. Relaxing the back, pressing out slightly through that left heel, letting that right knee just splay out. You can add on with a cactus arm on your right side, keeping the elbow and the back of the hand, the shoulder touching the floor. Lower your right ear to meet the floor and rest and relax that left shoulder. The upper back is touching the floor, the hips are touching the floor. And breathe and breathe. Inhale everything back to center. Walk up the strap with both hands. Press that left heel towards the ceiling And see if you can straighten the leg without hyperextending or locking the knee. And check on your shoulders. Make sure that they haven't creeped up into your ears. Push out with your heel and separate your toes. On your next exhale, bend that left knee. Bring your left ankle across your right knee. You can use your fingers or one of those blocks to coax away that left knee and open up that hip. You can stay right here if this is a lot, or come into the figure four pose by threading your hand through the keyhole, finding the back of your knee or around your shin. That low back is pressed into the mat. There's no space underneath you. If you decided to try this, you're coaxing away that left knee with your left elbow. You can add the lift of the chest to activate the core, and you can finish off with a rotation of the right ankle. Exhale the chest down. If you lifted, rest your head. Make sure it lands on the flat spot. Your shoulders land. Extend your right leg and your left leg up to the ceiling, holding on to the strap with your right hand. Roll over onto your right side, taking that left leg across, extending that left arm out. Look over that left arm. Make sure the shoulders are landed soft, the ears reaching for the floor, and then try a cactus on this side, opening all five fingers. Feel the stretch in the front of that left shoulder. You're twisting the spine. Find your edge where that foot can go and keep taut on the strap, pressing out through the heel. Breathe. Come back to center. Walk up the strap or grab your toes. See if you can straighten that leg a little more without taking the shoulders into the ears. Release and bring that right foot under the strap. Taunt the strap in both your hands, glue your belly button, and if you like, lift your chest. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Shaking is making muscle here. Breathe. You can whisper your mantra up to Father Sky. And then lower the chest, lower the head, lower that left foot. Keep the knee bent. Bring the strap into the right hand. Splay out the right foot with a taunt strap. Left knee splays out, left arm extends. Look over it again, and if you want, create that cactus. Where are you tense and where can you relax? Where do you need to make an adjustment, or where can you take it a little bit deeper? On your next inhale, sweep everything back to center, walk up the strap. Press up through the heel, drop the shoulders away from the ears and find your stretch. Separate your toes, press your heel up, bring a little smile to your face. Drape that ankle across the opposite knee, use the block or your fingers to coax it away. Keep your breath nice and long, that Ujjayi breath sound at the back of your throat. Let it be a meditation for you, an invitation to stay connected. Stay here or create that figure four. Add on to it if you like. Breathe and hold. On an exhale, slowly come out. Left leg straightens, right leg comes up, strap comes in the left hand, and you roll to the left. Extend that right arm out and create that cactus if you like. Drop your shoulders, drop your right ear. Tune in to your body. Notice where your thoughts go. And do your best to stay with your breath and stay in your body, staying connected, awake and aware to the wisdom that it shares. And twisting the spine, stretching the leg, opening the shoulder. A lot going on here for you to notice. On your next inhale, bring things back to center and walk up that leg again. Maybe this time you can reach the ball of your foot, maybe not yet. Keep the shoulders out of the ears. Release your foot. Hold the strap. Bring that left foot up. Bottoms of the feet come together and pull down into the cobbler. If you don't need the strap, just grab around the edges of your feet. And if you like, lift the chest, the head, pressing the belly button deeply into the spine and pressing the elbows towards the bottom of your mat. Activate your core. You can hang here or release the strap and do some crunches. That's always good. Let's try for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the shoulders and the head if you lifted them. Bring the knees together. Keep the shins parallel with the ceiling. Tighten up the strap. Push out with your feet. Push your belly button down to the mat. Keep your shoulders wide and pull on your strap. Little isometric. Breathe and push and pull. Release on your exhale. Let your feet come down to the mat. Just drop your strap on the mat. Walk your heels towards you. Reset your hips, your shoulders, your head. Extend your arms out and bring them both into cactus. Keep your elbows and the back of your hands on the mat, the back of your shoulders. So make adjustments. Your arms might be wider than mine. And we're going to work the inner thighs. So taking the knees out and bringing them back together, just like we did seated, a little butterfly workout. Keep your belly button glued to the mat. So press that low back into the mat as you open and close. And breathe. Whisper your mantra to Father Sky above you. Bring those knees together, find your strap, and shoot your legs up to the ceiling again. Pull down on the strap, press the belly button into the mat. Elbows reach towards the bottom of the mat to lengthen the neck. Lift the chest if you like to try that. Work your core. Drop out or drop down your head, your shoulders, drop out your left foot. Bring the strap into your right hand. Straighten that left leg, bring that left arm overhead, bend the right knee and roll onto your right side, keeping the strap at the top of your foot. Pull on the strap as you push out with the top of your foot. Your ears are stacked, your shoulders are stacked, your hips are stacked. You have a slight bow in your back. It's called half bow. Feel the stretch in the knee and in the quad. You can keep doing this, or you can challenge yourself to stretch your knee. Just bring your heel really close to your buttocks, strap over your shoulder if it's possible. Find your edge. Your knees pressing out towards the bottom of your mat. Your head is resting on your forearm. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your face is relaxed. You just have some tension between your foot and the strap. On your exhale, slowly make your way out. Carefully spin back onto your back. Bring that left leg up. Lower that right leg down. Taunt the strap with the left hand. Right hand comes overhead. Bend the knee and roll onto your right side. Switching that strap to the top of your foot. Take your time. Then stack your ears, stack your shoulders, stack your hips. Kick out with your foot, pull with your hand. Find that stretch in the quad and the knee. Press your knee towards the bottom of the mat. You can keep doing that or bring the strap over your shoulder, your heel right into your buttocks. Breathe, find your edge, find your yoga. Slowly release on an exhale. Bring the strap underneath the feet. Bend the knees. Taunt the strap. Ignite your core and do spinal rolls into a boat pose. So take this as far, you can always drop the feet down, or as easy as you like. You're always lifting the chest, kissing the shoulder blades. You're using your abs to roll. And then when you're ready, or if you like, stay in boat pose with shoulder blades kissed, heart lift. Legs can be bent or extended. Shoulders drop away from the ears. Breathe and breathe. And slowly come out. Keep hold of that strap and come into an easy seated pose. Land your sitting bones, erect your spine, and just do some organic neck circles or movement. Make sure that you didn't pick up any neck tension in anything that we did. You can nod your head yes and no. Maybe make circles. And then find stillness with your left shin in front, your right heel close to your groin. If that doesn't work for you, you can always extend the outer leg. Bring the strap overhead. Check the tautness and pull out again. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale it down behind your back. Bring your chest forward. Feel that slight little arch in your back, the lift of your crown. Bring a little smile to your lips, and inside your head, say your mantra. Inhale your hands overhead. Hinge and come over to the right, landing your right hand and pull up on your left hand, keeping that strap nice and taut. Push your left hip down and find an oblique stretch from your hip up to your hand. Pull your belly button in and make sure you didn't collapse in your back. You're still long through your crown. And to come out, we'll do it on an inhale. But contract your abs and come back up. Pull the strap out. 3 breaths. Exhale it behind you. 3 breaths. Stay tall. Inhale it above you and do the other side. Left hand finds the mat. Right hand stretches up. You're looking up. You're staying long through your crown. That right hip staying right on the mat. On your next inhale, contract your abs. Come on up. Pull it out. 3 breaths. Drop the shoulders. And then drop it behind you and pull. Bring the chest forward. Drop the shoulders down. Bring the strap overhead. Twist. Look over the side that you're turning to. Keep your hips on the floor and whittle your waist. Stretch your eyeballs. Move your head. Finish up. Come to center. Bring the strap in front of you. Drop the shoulders out of the ears, chest height, and pull out. Keep the shoulders relaxed, the neck long. Keep the back arched, the belly button pulled in, the crown high. Then inhale it over your head and exhale it behind you. And inhale it over your head and exhale it in front of you. Next time it's over your head, keep it there. Lean over to the right. Same thing. We're just going to add on a little bit, bringing the heart forward and taking the eyeballs behind you. See if you can find something over that left shoulder that you can try and seek. Get a little peek. Use your abs. Come on up on an inhale. Try the other side. Heart comes forward. Back has a little micro arch in it. Look over that right shoulder. Stretch the eyeballs. Come on out and bring that strap around the bottom of your feet with extended leg. Land your sitting bones and lift through your crown. When you're ready, find your edge at hinging forward, seated forward fold. So you might not need the strap, but you might utilize and listen to what your body needs. Find your edge. Be mindful. Don't close your throat. We're not rounding the back and closing the throat. We're trying to stay long from tailbone to crown, getting the top of our head towards our toes. And breathe and breathe and breathe. To come out, we're going to round. So to come out, the chin tucks, the back rounds, the shoulders roll down, and you use your abs to come back up. Let's get a drink here. And then sit long ways on your mat. Grab one of your blocks, bring it to the outside of your right leg. And your block has 3 different heights. Pick the height that's right for you. Land your sitting bones. Kickstand your hands behind, leaning slightly back. Pinkies walk to one another. The heart opens, so we're bringing lots of air into our chest, clearing out that stale air. The crown is nice and lifted, so you maintain that straight line, then point your toes. Lift up your right leg, bring it over your block, and then bring it back. So we're working the hip here. Lift up and over and up and back. And let's do 6. Nice and controlled. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Lean forward and move that block to the other side. Reset yourself up. Pull the belly button in, drop the shoulders down, grow the crown. Use your abs, the hip muscles around your pelvis to lift up and over and up and over. And let's count 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. I got a little cramp from pointing my toes. Let's flex those toes. Bring your hands in for staff pose. So re-land your sitting bones. Staff pose, hands, fingers face the front. Heart arches up with toe mounts touch. Press out through the heels. Float the heart by kissing the shoulder blades. Draw the toes towards you. And breathe. And breathe. Exhale the heels down and make your way to box pose. On your hands and knees, you can always grab drinks on these transitions. Have your blocks just at the top of your mat. We'll grab them later. Box pose, 10 fingers spread wide, knees under hips, toes tucked. Pull your belly button in and straighten up your arms. Level off your hips and your shoulders and get long from your belly button. From your tailbone to your crown. I was thinking about my belly button. Pull that in. Then sink back to stretch out the feet, bringing the hips over the heels. If this is a lot for you, you can Pump it here. If this is not enough for you, walk your hands towards you. You might even sit on your heels. Just give those feet a nice stretch. Bring yourself back to box pose. Bend your elbows, sink your belly, and bring your head forward for a little chaturanga, shoulders out of the ears. Fire up the muscles across your back, across your chest, your biceps, your triceps. You can release your toes if you like, lay them down, and then push back to give a little break. And then come forward again. Sink the belly, bend the elbows, bring the heart forward, head forward, shoulders drop out of the ears. Breathe. Make your way back to box pose. Tuck your toes. Reset your knees. Sink into a cow. That's what we were just doing. And then on your exhale, lift up your knees, lift up your hips, and make your way into your first downward facing dog. Take your time here to find your dog, to stretch your parts, your pieces. We did the legs a lot, so maybe you can get the heels down. If you can't, take your feet wider. Try some different positions. Try and bring your ears in between your upper arms to lift up the hips and then widen your shoulders. And so this is a weight-bearing pose, great for bones, great for muscles. It's sending blood down to our head, our teeth, our gums, our pineal. So good for intuition, so good for rosy cheeks. You can shake out your head trash. And you can whisper your mantra to Mama Earth. We're going to walk our hands towards us. Come into our first forward fold. Set the distance between your feet with 2 fists width. Glue your belly to your thigh. Lift your hips. Drop your head. Shake out the head trash. You can grab your ankles. You can grab your elbows. You can just rest your hands on the floor. Feel the big stretch up the back of the legs. Roll up one vertebra at a time. Bring your hands to your hips. We're going to squeeze our buttocks together, bringing our pubic bone forward, and then release, sending the pubic bone back and the tailbone lifted. And we'll do that. It's called hip flossing. Pelvic tilts for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the squeeze, the buttocks squeeze together, pubic bones coming forward. Pull the belly button in. Make sure the shoulders are out of the ears. Work those glutes. And then release. You can grab another drink. We'll do some balance. Staying hydrated is good, and we'll start with star pose. So take your feet wide, be long ways on your mat. Relax your shoulders, and then inhale the arms up and bring the chest forward. So star pose, this is where it starts. Open all 10 fingers. Then bend that left knee, weight into the left foot, come on to the right toes. This is 1, 2, you lift slightly. 3, you lean and lift. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. If you're wiggling, you're twinkling. If you fall out, you're a shooting star. Make a wish. Make your way out, step wide. Bring the arms up and out. And this time, turn the palms behind you. Sweep the hands behind you. Interlace if you can. Drop your knuckles. Lift your heart. Open up the chest. Open up the throat. Keep dropping the hands or the interlaced fingers towards the floor. Then bend your knees and hinge forward, bringing your hands any amount over your head. Then straighten your legs and hold the pose. You're long from your tailbone to your crown. Breathe and breathe. To come up, bend the knees, engage the core. Inhale up. Sweep those arms up and out. Lift through the chest and then lean into the right foot and find star pose with the left leg. Do you want to lift? Do you want to stay close to the ground? Balancing, so good for us, building the little muscles. And breathe and breathe. Find your drishti. And come on out. Walk your feet together and come into mountain pose. Do some organic neck movement to keep the shoulders away from the ears. Everything's nice and relaxed. Set your feet for mountain pose. You can use one foot to set the distance. Erect up through the spine. Tree pose is next. Grow your tree arms and find where you want to be. I'm going to try cactus today. Then weight into the left leg. Come up onto the right toes. Rest the heel and squeeze the shoulder blades together. This is 1, 2. You grow your tree anywhere but your knee. Find your drishti. Keep getting taller. Keep relaxing the shoulders. If you're doing cactus with me, open all 10 fingers and breathe and breathe. Slowly come out. Reset. Find your drishti. Grow your tree arms. I think this time I'm going to steeple my fingers and then rest the left heel on the ankle. Splay out that left knee. Open up that hip. Grow your tree if you like. And breathe. And breathe. And slowly come out. Take your feet wide. Poke your hip crease. Align the insides of the feet and come into a halfway lift, folding halfway at that hip crease. Fingers drop where they will and sag your belly. Kiss your shoulder blades and lengthen. Should feel pretty darn good. Exhale down into a resting pose with devotional arms way out in front. And you can sway back and forth a couple of times. You might adjust the distance of your feet. And then see if you can hold ears in between the upper arms. Widen the shoulders, tuck those armpits. We're going to walk our hands to the top of our mat, spin our feet for a lunge. You're in high lunge. You can grab the blocks here Put them under your hands. Stack that left knee over the ankle. Slide that right foot back and bring the heart forward, the gaze upward. Hold the pose. Breathe and breathe. Exhale that back knee down, uncurl the toes and walk your hands up to your thigh. Bring your hips forward. If it works, bring your arms up, pinky tips in, elbows out. Shine your heart, whisper your mantra to Father Sky. Bring your hands to prayer and find a twist, right elbow to left knee. Look over that left shoulder. Exhale your hands back down to the block. Tuck your back toe. Lift it up. Walk your blocks as you spin into your resting pose. Wide leg, devotional arms. With the blocks, you can feel bigger stretch across your upper back. And walk to the back of your mat and do the same thing. So high lunge, stack your knee, shine your heart, drop your shoulders, look up. Exhale that back knee down, uncurl the toes, walk up to your thigh. Stay here or bring the arms up, pinky tips in, elbows out. Then hands to prayer and find your twist. Look up over that right shoulder. Stretch your eyeballs. Make your way out, grab your blocks, lift your back knee, and spin around to that resting pose. Get long. Find the top of your mat, spin around again. This time, set your back foot at a 45-degree angle. Stack that left knee. Ignite your core and come up for warrior one. Pinky tips in, elbows out. Drop your shoulders. Exhale into warrior two. Flip that left palm. Square your hips, your shoulders. Do some sweeps to stretch the oblique. One hand up, one hand down for 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Come back to warrior two. Fine tune your warrior. Then bring yourself back to warrior one. Square off your hips, your shoulders, arch your back, take your arms out, lift the heart a little more, and then exhale, hinge forward, bring the hands forward, and inhale back up, and exhale, reach, and inhale, open, and let's do 6 and 5, nice and flowy, and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Float down, grab the blocks and walk into your resting pose. Spin your feet. Get long through your crown, stretch. Other side, walk to the back of your mat, set up for warrior one, heel to heel, knee over ankle. Use your abs and come up into warrior one, pinky tips in, heart lifts, shine your light, whisper your mantra to Father Sky. Exhale into warrior two. Spin the hips, flip the palm, look over that right hand. Keep low with the legs and windmill the arms. Inhale and exhale for 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Back to warrior two. Make adjustments. Feel your body. Inhale into warrior one. Open up your arms and lift your heart. And then start your flow. Exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale for 6 and 5 and reach 4 and 3 and 2. Keep that knee over the ankle. And 1. And float down and find your resting pose. Say your mantra, whisper to Mama Earth below you. Take a moment too to just look behind you. The world upside down, inviting you to keep curious, keep an open mind, especially for people who don't agree with you. Walk to the top of your mat, spin around, set your feet for warrior one. Use your abs and come up. Warrior one. Pinky tips in. Heart lifts, should be feeling good. Exhale, warrior two. Turn the body to flip the hand. Then reach forward with that left hand. Drop it down to the floor. Bring your right hand up. Maybe you slide your right foot back a little more. Stack your shoulders. You can hang here. You can be on a block here. If the floor is too low, you can half bind. You can full bind, clasping your hands behind you. Find your yoga. Exhale your way out. Grab those blocks and find your resting pose. Whew. Other side, walk your blocks, your hands to the back of your mat. Cant your back foot, stack your knee, ignite your core. Warrior one. Beautiful warrior one. Feel really pretty, really gorgeous hips and shoulders square. Then exhale, warrior two. Flip the palm, be between two panes of glass. Then reach forward with that right hand. Block or the mat. Left hand comes up. Look up. Stay here or half bind or full bind. Find your yoga and breathe. And breathe. Always places to go in yoga, no competition. The more you do it, the more options you need. Find your way out very gently. Grab your blocks and come into that resting pose. Walk the blocks towards you. Heel and toe your feet towards you. Come into a standing box pose. So blocks are in front of you. Here, I'll demonstrate this way. Feet are 2 fists width apart. And then sag the belly slightly, drop the shoulders. Feel the stretch in the back of your legs. Balance challenge. If this is too much for you, go down to your hands and knees. We're going to lift our left leg, level our hips, press out with our heel, and then try and lift the right arm. And breathe. And breathe. Slight bend in that right knee. And then come out. So you do the same thing on hands and knees, sun dog. Try right leg, level the hips, get the shoulders out of the ears, and left arm. And breathe. And breathe. And come on out. Ditch your blocks and make your way down to your mat. Onto hands and knees if you're not there already. You can always grab a drink on this transition. You can always add a little organic movement. We're going to do plank pose. So walking our knees back, spreading our fingers wide, bring your face over your fingers. This is 1, 2, tuck your toes, lift your knees. Everybody, shoulders out of the ears. Don't let your hips sag or don't lift them too high. Bend your elbows. Stay long. Fire up the biceps, the triceps, the upper body muscles. We're building them. Count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees. Untuck your toes. You can keep your knees close together, or if that doesn't work for you, widen, come into a child's pose. Hips over the heels, devotional arms. Please keep your head long. Relax your shoulders away from your ears and find your stretch. Walk your hands towards you. Widen your knees. Toe mounts stay touched. Crown is long. Inhale, left arm up. Thread it underneath the right armpit. And then do it again. Inhale up. Exhale through. One more up and through. Now drop it down. Back of the left shoulder, side of the head finds the mat. Keep your hips pressing backwards. If there's space, lift up that right arm. Let that back of the left shoulder get heavier. You can half bind here if that works. And breathe. And breathe. And then exhale that right hand to the mat and inhale, lift up. Place the left hand where it was. Lengthen from tailbone to crown. Then inhale, right arm up, thread it through. We do 3 of these. There's 1. Inhale up. Second one, 2, twisting at the waist. Third one comes up, threads through, stay down. Rest the head, press into the hand. Square the hips, find the stretch. If there's space, left hand comes up. Half bind if you like, rolling that left shoulder back. And breathe. And breathe. Make your way out. Hands to the mat, knees come together. Walk to the top of your mat and chaturanga all the way down. Extend the arms out to the side. Bring your left ear to the mat. Feel the floor with your fingers. See if you can spread your fingers really wide. Slide your right hand towards you. Roll onto your left side. Lift up that right leg. So option one, you just point your toe. Option two, bend the knee and drop the foot down. It actually feels pretty good to squeeze in option two. And check your head, your shoulders, your hips. Make sure they're stacked. And then option three, you might grab that strap. We're going to come into half bow again, grabbing the top of our foot. So if you can't reach it with your hand, loop that strap around the top of your foot. We're opening up the front of the left shoulder. Don't forget that. That's why that left arm is extended. And then kicking out with the right foot, stacking the hips, the shoulders. The heart is open, the throat is open, the mind is open. We're winding down. Say your mantra. And on your next exhale, find your way out. Reset yourself, but this time with the right ear on the mat, looking over those left fingers, and slide the left hand towards you. Keep that right hand out. Lift the left leg, stack everything nicely. Take a moment to land the foot. Feel the hip opener there. Use your strap if you need it to grab the top of your foot and find half bow. And then hold the pose and breathe and soften. Notice the places where you're causing tension because you're tensing up, and soften it. Sink into your pose. Make your way out. Bring your hands to nipple line. Push back into a child's pose. Lengthen. Then inhale forward and chaturanga down for cobra pose. Lift up your legs. Touch your toe mounts together and then lift your legs. Relax your glutes and press your elbows towards the back of the mat. It's really hard to relax your glutes, by the way. And then lift your hands and lift your heart. Cobra. Breathe and breathe. We're working our back. Drop your hands, drop your feet, push back into child's pose. Opposite stretch. Inhale back up and find your cobra pose. Breathe and breathe. Exhale down, find child's pose. Whew. And this time, really just let yourself melt. Feel the back of your wrists on the mat. Pick up your fingers, the palms of your hands. Spread all 10 fingers nice and wide and roll your shoulders away from your ears. Your face is hovering over the mat. Should feel a nice stretch in the back. And then slowly release. Come down to the mat, grab your strap, and roll onto your back. Take time to position anything that you think you might want for your ending poses, like a block or a ball. And then come to legs up against the wall again. And this time with not much tension on the strap. Belly button glued to the mat, shoulder melts away from the ears. We're just letting the blood rush back to our heart. Maybe you close your eyes. Maybe you start inviting gratitude for what you could do today. for your body, for your time that you gave yourself for practice. And breathe and breathe. And slide your left foot out, bring it to the floor, straight leg. Bring the strap into the left hand and roll to the left. Extend to the right, just nice and easy, no forcing, just a nice easy twist. And here, let's just intend we're wringing out all that doesn't serve us. Things that maybe came up in the way of negative thoughts or unimportant focuses, habits, patterns. And then as gently as you can, come back to legs up against the wall. And slide out your right leg, let it go long, bring the strap into your right hand, extend your left hand, roll to the right, and soft twist. Wring out the other side. Imagine, or maybe you can sense the space that opens up inside you. And then say your mantra, fill that space with that memory of that quality, that virtue, that part of essence that you recognized at the beginning was missing, or maybe you're changing it. There's no rigidness here. Maybe you're inviting in something else. Maybe you got to a deeper level in your practice. Something came up as something bigger that you missed. It's really common for us to initially work on stuff that is already mastered. So, because we're avoiding our deeper work. So let yourself go there. And come back to center. Both feet under the strap. Bring the bottoms of the feet together and find that cobbler pose with the strap or with your hands. Low back staples to the mat, elbows press to the bottom of the mat, and your knees come out maybe a little bit wider. Maybe your big toes get a little closer, and you feel that stretch in your hips and the groin and the inner thighs, maybe in the glutes. And here I like to start closing my eyes, taking that journey inward. So it's really easy. I know when I was doing these recorded classes when I was traveling, it was really took a lot of commitment to do the savasana, but it really is such an important part of the practice. So if it's possible, commit to staying and doing savasana with us. And when you're ready, choose what your savasana is going to look like. So you might have props you put underneath you, maybe props you put over you. Maybe you use props in between your knees for restorative, TP for the low back. Maybe you have an eye pillow you put over your eyes. And there's just a few things that are done in common. If your legs are straight, keep them wider than your mat. Flop your feet to the side. Practice vulnerability. Arms extend like airplane wings with palms open. These palms have chakras in them connected to the heart. And then we take time to breathe and release the tension. Hunt out those areas where you're contracted, closed. And see if you can find a state of being that's relaxed. and open, awake and alive, aware and willing. And then using your breath to be your anchor and to help you to notice the thought without following it. Stay in the high mind, that observer. Stay in your high heart. And sink into your pose. And maybe you just use the Ujjayi breath, the sound at the back of your throat, to soothe you into this very present state. So we're not checking out, we're not disassociating, we're not falling asleep. We're practicing the pause, being very present. And as we practice it here, we can insert it in times when we're triggered, times when we're caught off guard, times when emotions overtake us. We can pause. We can reevaluate. Say your mantra. And from the seat of your observer, just notice yourself. Notice your parts, your pieces. Notice the space inside you for your breath, the space inside your mind to notice. Notice if you feel a little more zen. Take that zen feeling with you as you find a stretch. Legs lengthen, arms come overhead, back arches up. And then roll to one side in a restorative fetal pose, catching your head with one of your arms and placing something, even if it's just the fist of your hand, between your knees. And slowly open your eyes and invite in a sense of appreciation for yourself and your body, for your practice, for the idea of yoga, for your breath, for this community that we have, that we keep rolling along with. And maybe place your hand across your heart and say your mantra one more time. And then, filled with gratitude, make your way up to an easy seated pose with your right shin in front or your right leg extended. So we match what we did earlier on the other side. And reset your sitting bones and lift up your crown and bring your shoulder blades together in any organic movement. to make sure you didn't tense up your neck, your face. And then bring those hands into a prayer mudra, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. And then we touch our thumbs to our third eye, inviting our mantra into our beliefs and into our thoughts. And then we drop our thumbs to our lips, inviting our mantra into our expressions and our perceptions. And then we return our hands to our chest, thumbs at the chest, and invite your mantra into your actions and your reactions. And we end with the light in me sees and honors the light in you. In this way we grow. In this way we can truly connect and heal. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. And I'll turn this recording off and we can chat.